Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mo. Today's video is going to be a quick makeup tutorial. I'm just going to show you all how I do a supernatural makeup look that's perfect for work or school. I'm going to start by priming my lids with this LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Pure Beige. I'm just going to put this all over my lids and then I'm going to blend the concealer out using a Real Techniques foundation brush. My face broke out last week and I honestly don't know why. So I'm just going in with the concealer and applying it to a few blemishes I have. The one on my forehead was so bad, y'all, because I sort of picked it, which is obviously not the right thing to do. And so I'm just gonna go in with the foundation brush, the Real Techniques foundation brush, and just blend the concealer out all over my face. I love this brush, y'all. I love it. If you've never tried it, you have to try it. It's so good. Normally when I do a super quick natural beat, I like to use this bronzer from Fenty Beauty. It's the Cocoa Naughty bronzer. And I like to just dust that all over my lid and wear that as a shadow. But I want you all to be able to easily purchase the shadows I'm using. And these are really inexpensive. So I'm going to use the Nubian by Juvia's Place. And I was kind of debating about what to add to my crease. And I decided to go with this darker brown shade. Now that I've applied that darker shade into my crease, I'm going to apply these two nude shades all over my lid. Of course, you can take those two nude shades and place them all over your lid as well as up into your crease. You can also take the darker shade and apply that all over your lid as well as up into your crease. It's totally up to you. Normally when I use the Fenty Beauty bronzer, I apply that all over my lid as well as up into my crease, and I only use that one shade, and it's a very warm brown color, so it's super, super pretty. Just so you all know, I'm using a fluffy blending brush by Wet n Wild to apply these shadows, and you can find this brush as well as a bunch of different Wet n Wild brushes at Walgreens, and they're all super cheap. Now that I've finished applying my shadow, I'm going to go in and apply this liquid liner by e.l.f. I love this liquid liner. It's only $1. And if you are not used to using liquid liner or you find it difficult to apply it without making a mess, Girl, keep practicing. If you continue to practice, you will become so good at it. Your hand will get really steady. And I didn't used to use liquid liner, but I started really using it last year, like every single day. And I just got really good at it and really efficient at applying it. So practice makes perfect. Don't be intimidated by it. I love that it gets really black, and with this liner I only usually have to do 2 to 3 coats so that it can get really black. Now, if you don't like to use liquid liner, of course you can use an eyeliner pencil. Sometimes I do use a pencil if I am in an extreme rush and I don't have time to get my liquid liner precise. Now that I've applied my eyeliner, I'm going to go in with this Maybelline Falsies mascara. Y'all, I love this stuff. I forgot that I actually have a brand new tube that I could have used, but I'm gonna throw this one out after this video. But I'm just going to layer this onto my natural lashes. My natural lashes are actually quite long. They just aren't very thick, which is weird considering how thick my natural hair is. But maybe that's because I wear a lot of fake lashes. But I think that this mascara does a good job of lengthening your lashes as well as making them look thicker. So this is a great mascara for you all to try if you haven't tried it already. Now that I've applied my mascara, I'm going to go in and apply this lip oil from Made by RJ Cosmetics. It has rose petals in it and it has a nice cooling sensation, and I like to moisturize my lips normally before I begin applying my makeup, but I forgot today because I was applying my makeup in my living and dining area and I normally don't do it right here, but I wanted to get as much natural light as possible. Now I am just applying my favorite foundation, which is the I Am Magic foundation by Juvia's Place. This is a velvet matte foundation, so if you have oily skin, I think you'll really like this, but it's not too drying. You know, it doesn't make you feel cakey or anything like that, and it's super inexpensive. It's only $20, and she has a ton of shades available, so I am confident you will be able to find your shade. I found mine by just looking at her Instagram page, and I found a video with a girl who had a similar skin tone as me, and I just picked this shade, and I kid you all not, the first time I picked a shade and tried it, it was perfect. As you all can see, it perfectly matches my neck, and I feel like it really matches me all year round because I live in Chicago where we really don't get any sun, so I get lighter in the winter, and in the summer I feel like this still matches me really well, and it's super easy to blend out, as you all can see. Now I am going to go in and apply concealer under my eyes. I'm using the ColourPop No Filter Concealer in the shade Dark 40. My little wand broke, and so I'm just using a wand from a different concealer tube. But I love this stuff, y'all. I need to go buy more because I am almost completely out. But I think it's so nice, and it does a good job of concealing under your eyes. I'm going to allow the concealer to sit under my eyes just for a second before blending it out. So in the meantime, I'm going to apply this finishing powder by e.l.f. Cosmetics in the shade Deep. And as you all can see, I went in a little heavy-handed with the contour shade. So I notice I do that when the makeup brush is clean, which it almost always is when I'm applying my makeup. So you'll see that it is a little darker than I normally would do it for work. If I'm not going to work, I go ham, okay? I go all out, and I'm like super dramatic with the contour shade because if I'm doing it for my website or a video or something, I really want it to show up, but I have a natural contour, so I don't like to go too overboard with this. So I just apply a tiny bit on my forehead because, as you all can see, I have a pretty small forehead. Now I'm just going in and just blending out the concealer under my eyes. Now I'm going to take my Fenty Beauty bronzer and just apply that over top of my contour shade or contour powder just to warm my face up a little bit. Once I have applied the bronzer, I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. high definition powder, and I'm going to tap some into the lid and then dust this all over my face. And I added a little too much to the lid, but that's because I was moving really fast. But I think that's realistic. Sometimes I'm in a rush to get to the bus and the train. So, I mean, not now because of the pandemic, but under normal circumstances, I am moving pretty quickly. So I'm just going to go ahead and dust that all over my face and blend it in. As you all can see, this makeup look is starting to turn out really pretty. It's very natural looking, but super airbrushed and flawless. I'm going to go in with this MAC blush in this pretty plummy berry shade, and I will put the name of a similar MAC blush on the screen. I love this. I have used it for a long time, and I have a new MAC blush that I need to start using, but I just can't let this one go yet. One of my favorite steps in my makeup routine is to apply highlighter, y'all. And this is in the color Blush Gems, and it's by e.l.f. It's one of their baked highlighters, and look at that. All you need is a little bit. You don't need a lot. And I'm using an e.l.f. stippling brush to apply it. Don't be intimidated by that brush like I was before I started using it years ago. It applies highlighter flawlessly. Now I'm going to put on my lip products. I'm just going to line my lips with this Cocoa Lip Liner by Made by RJ Cosmetics. Y'all, this is currently my favorite lip combo. It is ridiculously pretty. I love doing it. And so I just line my lips with the Cocoa Lip Liner and then apply this Made by RJ Cosmetics lip gloss. I'm going to place it on the screen. That concludes this video. Thanks so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know in the comments if you all plan to try this super natural makeup look. I'll talk to y'all soon.